Hello and welcome to Mediumship Matters with me, Hannah McIntyre. Today's Mediumship Mini has a question from Steve who says, "Hi Hannah, fantastic podcast. Please keep them coming. Thank you for your opinion and talking about my last question regarding favourite points in life. I have another question. I lost my best friend who was aged 14 back in 1977 in tragic circumstances. There is a story there, which if you are interested, I would share. But for the moment, could I ask you, is it possible that he is my spiritual guide? Over the years, my wife and daughter have visited local mediums, not many, but he always pushes in with a small message for me, which I find funny, but of course it interrupts their experience. They never knew him. A medium once described him and the circumstances around his death, which no one could have ever known, only me, and told me that his mission now and since his death is to guide me through my life. I always wonder who my spiritual guide is, as I would like to thank him by name for his guidance so far. Never doubt what you do, Hannah, Steve." Oh, I wish I didn't doubt it, Steve. But I will hold on to that for as long as I can. Steve, now you probably have listened to my recent podcast about spirit guides and the collective and things like that. And if you haven't, I suggest that you do. So I think that spirit know the best way to present themselves to be accessible to us. So sorry if you can hear the knocking. It's not spirit, it's still the roofers. I know. It's taking forever. Anyway, so I think that your guides, your team, the spirit world, the oneness, knew that you at this time are best placed to receive that information that you need for your guidance, for your help from that friend, because of that bond that you share through that tragedy. And of course, tragedy is a wonderful thing to help you heal from, to know that they're okay, to know that they're in spirit, to know that not only are they over in the spirit world, but they are so good now that they can even come back to help you live your life. What a wonderful message. So it's both. It is your school friend coming back to guide you, but it is also the oneness that we all go home to when we return to our natural state as a soul. And so it's both and neither and all of it all at once, Steve. I know. So that's how I view it. I know that when I demonstrated last week, somebody said, in the spirit world, do we stay in our family units? And then I was trying to explain, albeit probably not very well, because I was tired and it was the end of the night, but that we do go to be with our families and our loved ones in the spirit world, but equally we love everybody who is in the spirit world as much as we love our families. So we are with everyone who has ever lived, not just the souls that we have met in this lifetime, but all of the souls that we have worked with over many lifetimes, the infinite number of beings that support, guide and love us. And then someone queued up to speak to me at the end to complain that I had said that they wouldn't be with their loved ones in the spirit world, which wasn't what I think I said and wasn't what I meant, but it's a really hard question to answer from the viewpoint that I have now. If you'd asked me that question 5 years ago, it would have been very easy. Yes, you're with your loved ones in the spirit world. Yes, your friend is your guide. But now, of course, things have changed for me and I have to stay true to the energy and the information that I am getting right now. Does that help? I hope so. And shout out to Sarah, because I just went to say, does that make sense? And then realised that you'd know we were getting to the end of the podcast and feel sad. So I tried not to say it, but I just said it with different words. There's no hope. So yeah, there we go. I hope that makes sense, Steve. Drop me a message if it doesn't. But how wonderful and gratifying and clever and amazing spirit are to be presenting themselves to you in that way. Lots of love to you.